No, Komori still doesn't trust books. Episode 13. With our current trajectory, we'll continue along the Black Mage questline. Once we unlock that ability, I think we'll probably be ready to take on whatever is coming up next in the main quest. Come, Komori, the yawning abyss beckons us once more. Today, Kokobezi will instruct you from the chapter entitled The Threat of Superiority. You are come for your lesson, Komori, then heed well my words. The threat of superiority. Ah, how magnificent the intimidating power we yield. Flame sear the air, ice frosts the ground, and lightning flashes with blinding incandescence. But not all are cowed by our elemental fury. Ignite not your flames, summon not your ice, and strike not with your lightning. Know you this threat, and stay your hand against such foes. Once you cut away all the overblown imagery, the passage draws attention to an important tactic. A wise thaumaturge does not engage in battle against opponents she cannot defeat. A fine example would be avoiding conflict with Ulda's multitude of furious merchants. These soulless, ravening creatures are afflicted with the madness of insatiable avarice. Do you perhaps recall the crate of ether you retrieved from the Amalja bandits? Well, a number of irate peddlers have arrived at the guild with the gall to demand recompense for the few measly vials we emptied as our just reward. Alright, yes, we drank the entire bloody box. But the point is that the guild cannot presently afford to pay such a sum. Thus I pass on to you the secret of my last and most potent defense. Shameless weeping. I'm not speaking of a few tears here. I want you to stride right up to these tyrannical traitors and cry your eyes out. And as you might have more to say about that. No shame in the Thaumaturgist Guild. Komori has no shame. Alright, miss. I know you're the one who chased down those Amalja brutes for us. I'll let it go this time, for your sake. Thaumaturge, what manner of guild are you running here? Do you simply loot and pillage the goods of fine, upstanding citizens as you see fit? It's not that... Oh dear, I'm not angry at you, you understand. It's those 5 ether-addled brothers I take issues with. You tell them, the next time this happens, I'll have the price taken out of their unprincipled hides. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Did your mother never teach you that a merchant's to be paid for his wares? Komori's mother did teach her how to cry her way out of any situation. A terrible tactic, but useful. Well, you needn't cry about a few vials of ether, lass. I'll tell you what. You dry your eyes for me, and I'll take care of the loss out of me own purse. I'm sure she would rather not grovel in front of these people, but if it means saving some of the pocket change that she's so desperately clinging to. A masterful performance, Komori. The sniffling was a nice touch. You will, however, encounter foes who are unmoved by such piteous wailings. Take this recent request, for instance, which I have nominated to serve as your next trial. The team of scholars has asked for a thaumaturge to destroy a relic they unearthed as Mormo's urn. While pottery is, by and large, immune to tears, it is the Alacran thieves that subsequently stole it that concern me. The Alacran are an organization of criminals not normally known for their gentle or understanding dispositions. Rather than attempting to engage an entire gang of thugs, I would suggest you neutralize the threat to your person with a well-timed sleep spell. The Alacran have been seen traveling in the southeast of Drybone. Find them and destroy the urn they carry. A band of mages running about. I should get out of here. Now, how do I get out of this hole? This is probably the wrong way. The landscape in front of us, these crystals jutting out of the earth, I don't believe they were here in 1.0. If I recall correctly, much of the crystal scenery that dots the landscape was added in for 2.0, a result of the sweeping changes that occurred after the calamity. There will probably be more talk about it later on, depending on whatever quest we follow. This is the wrong way. The grass really is at eye level for our Lalafell. Must be a real pain to try to look beyond it. We almost got by unspotted. Locate the urn, huh? I'm wondering if using transpose at this point will give us 2 stacks. Doesn't seem that way. Actually, I don't think we're getting 2 stacks in general. Are we synced down or something? If we're just locating the urn, maybe we don't need to fight everyone we see. Unless they come to fight us. I was a little bit worried about our health for a moment there, but our natural healing took care of it. Here we are. Komoi, a moment, if you please. Pray allow me to shatter that urn. I thought that if I assisted you with your task, then my brothers might finally deign to take me seriously. So I followed you. What have we got here then? A couple of nosy sand rabbits that are about to get skinned. Oh dear gods, where did they come from? We'll take care of the mage first. Oh dear. That was simply incredible, Komori. I wish I could wield the same sort of power. I became an alchemist in the hopes of creating some manner of mana-amplifying elixir, but all my efforts have been for naught. The results have been far too mild to make any difference. I'll never be a thaumaturge like my brothers at this rate. I'll forever be the pitiful, powerless little sibling. Mormo's urn. If I destroy it, then maybe my family will see what I'm capable of. Wait. Don't you dare break my urn. Oh, what the... Did that piece of pottery just talk? Are you Mormo? The Void Scent? Hee. Well, yes, I am Mormo, but I'm one of the nice Void Scent. It was the nasty ones that sealed me up in here for helping a mortal. If you would be so kind as to open the lid of my urn, I would be happy to grant you a wish. Anything you desire. Fortune, fame. I'm not really interested in fame or fortune. But perhaps there is one thing. I'd like to have etheric power to equal that of my brothers. Power, is it? Relatable. A perfectly acceptable wish. In fact, I sense the latent ability buried deep within your spirit. It will be a simple thing for me to turn it loose. What more is there to think about? Open the lid. I think Komori agrees with this course of action. In fact, maybe she wants to open the lid herself. But alas, she doesn't get the chance. Well, I don't feel different at all. I think Mormo may have been lying. Come, Komori. It's time we were leaving. Oh, weren't we supposed to break this urn? And that is that. Yes, this will be such fun. It will be nice to return home after all this excitement. Welcome back, Komori. I'm glad to see that you're making a habit out of not dying. Before we discuss your trial further, however, I would ask you about Kokobushi. When I saw him but a few moments ago, he seemed odd. Well, odder than usual. Would you happen to know aught of it? I think Komori won't mention anything on this affair. I think probably she's happy, like Kokobushi is. Rising up. Your eyes betray the secret within your breast. If you do not aid me in aiding my brothers, things will go ill for you, Komori. Well, I guess there's no choice then. Bushi was at your trial? It is extraordinarily dangerous and foolish to interfere with a thaumaturge's training. I shall have to scold him most heartily. Such unpleasantness aside, I am impressed that you claimed victory, in spite of this unexpected development. The teachings of the Yawning Abyss have served you well. With your experience and control thus demonstrated, I believe you are ready to add a new spell to your repertoire, Scathe. This elementally neutral blast of force will prove effective against all manner of opponents. As I am sure you are eager to test this incantation's efficiency, I shall grant you leave to return to your training. I pity the next hostile creature that crosses your path. Let's have a look at that. Phase deals 100% potency damage and 20% chance that it'll do double damage. Very basic. It seems like the usage of this spell is an off-global cooldown. No, actually... Is this an off-global cooldown? It's labeled as a spell, so... It must be something we can test this on. Nope, that's a normal cooldown. In what instance would you want to use this over a normal fire spell? I suppose it costs less MP, but the potency is far less. And when you take into account that the Astral Fire bonus is 60% on fire and 20% on ice, seems like this will almost always, or definitely always, do less, even without the bonus. Not good for AoE. Even when it has the double potency, it'll do less than these when the bonus is applied. I'm definitely missing something about how this is used. Perhaps because it's an instant spell, it's meant to be used while in motion, during certain mechanics of the battle. Yes, that must be it. We'll keep it there for now, on the hotbar. Might find a better place for it once we start getting more useful spells that we'll cast more often. Before we continue to the main quest, there is one more place I want to check in on. A ticket is required for passage to the Manderville Gold Saucer. If you do not have one, I'm afraid I must ask you to be on your way. I was wondering if there was a quest I was missing to unlock the Gold Saucer, but maybe I've not progressed far enough to do that yet. Could this be it? This seems right. Do be careful with those. Break anything, and I shall be forced to deduct it from your salary. Beg pardon? What is my loyal manservant carrying? Why, a not-so-small fortune in prizes ably won by yours truly in the gold saucer. You have heard of the gold saucer, nay? Ye gad, woman. You might at least try to keep up with the times. It's only one of the Sultanate's newest and finest place of entertainment. Thrilled to the sight of majestic birds and roaring down the straits. Thrill to the sight of majestic birds roaring down the straits at the chocobo races. Pit your wits against your peers at the triple triad tables. At the gold saucer, one can do all this and more. And if you know what you're about, you'll walk out a wealthier woman than you entered. If there's a better place to shake off one's cares after a grueling day of promenading, I've never heard of it. Did I mention the prizes? But I dare say you'd rather discover them yourself. Yes, I'll wager you're wondering just how in Thal's good name you can experience the wonders of the gold saucer firsthand. Am I right or am I right? I thought as much. Well, since this has been my lucky day, I don't see why it shouldn't be yours too. I just so happen to have a spare golden airship ticket, you see. Consider it a gift from me to you, milady. I'll just show that ticket to the fine lady over at the landing and you'll have a seat on the next airship bound for revelry and riches. Be fairly warned though. You may expect no mercy from me should our paths cross at the triple triad tables. Nay, not so much as a nonce. Haha. Just show your golden airship ticket to the lady over at the landing and you'll be at the saucer before you know it. Oh, and should we chance to meet at the triple triad tables, my apologies in advance. Haha. This is the reception desk for flights bound for the Manorville Gold Saucer. Before proceeding, I must ask that you submit your ticket for inspection. You do have a ticket, yes? It appears that everything is in order. An airship will be departing shortly before the next bell. Shall I reserve a seat for you? I'd actually forgotten that you see the gold saucer from the outside in that cutscene. I spent so much time here on my main character, but you only ever see the inside, so seeing the outside like that was actually quite nice. I don't really get the sense of where it is in the world from just teleporting in and out all the time. Perhaps you were able to see it from this part of the map in southern Thanalan. I'll have to check next time I'm there. Gold Saucer has a lot of games in it. Too much games to even mention. Quite a lot of blue quests here. I don't think we'll be doing all of them. In fact, we'll probably only hit up a few that I'm interested in taking right now. Welcome, honored guests, to the Manderville Gold Saucer, where your wildest dreams are ever but a card or a chocobo speak away from coming true. If this is your first visit, nothing would please us more than to give you a full tour of our establishment, that you might enjoy its wonders to the fullest. At the conclusion of the tour, it is our custom to offer our esteemed patrons a complimentary gift, straight from the vaults of our illustrious proprietor himself. Consider it Lord Manderville's way of personally thanking you for your patronage. Should you wish to take the tour, pray proceed to the main counter over there and speak with the receptionist. On behalf of the management, may I take this opportunity to thank you for choosing the Gold Saucer. Rest assured, my colleagues and I will spare no effort in seeing that your visit is a pleasant and profitable one. May fortune smile upon you. We do have our own set of Ethernet shards to attune to here. Welcome, traveler, to the Gold Saucer. This is the main counter, where you can purchase tickets for the mini Cackpot, acquire and redeem Manderville Gold Saucer points, and much, much more. But what in the world are Manderville Gold Saucer points, I hear you cry? A most astute question, and one which I shall be only too happy to answer. But first, if I may direct your gaze to your left. Behold those majestic gates, and you will find Chocobo Square, home to the Chocobo Racing Circuit. Aye, what Chocobo owner has not dreamed of pitting their fleetest bird against the realm's finest, in a pulse-quickening dash of fame and fortune? Truly, it is the sport of sultans. And should you desire a more elaborate contest of strategy, you will surely find it in Minion Square, at the Lord of Verminion Tables, where would-be generals pit armies of minions against one another in battles for honor and glory. Now, where were we? Ah yes, Manderville Gold Saucer Points, but simply, MGP as we call it for short, is a currency by which dreams are bought and sold within these halls. But my associate here beside me can tell you more, including how to go about acquiring some MGP of your very own. Pray speak with him to continue your tour. So you're about to experience the wonders of the gold saucer for the first time. Now I envy you. But before you venture forth, you'll want to exchange a share of your gil for MGP, a service which it is my great honor to provide. With MGP in your coin purse, you'll be able to enjoy all of the fabulous attractions we have to offer, and all of the wonderful games. If you play them with skill, you'll find your little stack of points increasing 10, 20, even 100-fold. Now that you know the fundamentals, you're ready to step out onto the floor of the gold saucer. Your tour will continue at Card Square to the southwest. The card trader there will be your guide. I would of course be happy to exchange some of your gil for MGP before you venture on. While my associates and I strive to leave nothing unexplained, there truly is no substitute for first-hand experience, and I heartily recommend trying your hand at our many amusements yourself. What is the exchange rate anyway? 1 to 10. I'd actually forgotten you can exchange gil for MGP. For the longest time, years even, my only source of MGP has been, well, the various events around here, mainly the fashion report. But this is probably more, this is probably kinder on time, so you don't have to wait around if you've built up a massive stash of gil. Actually, there is probably no need to buy that, since this quest will give us some MGP. Well, aren't you just the sweetest thing? Welcome to Card Square, home of the Triple Triad tables. What's Triple Triad, you ask? Why, only the mind-bending, pulse-pounding, maddeningly Moorish card game that's taking the realm by storm. But don't take my word for it, behold. Can you not feel the tension in the air? Form a hand of 5 cards and play the role of a field general sending your bravest into battle. Should you wish to learn the rules and experience the excitement for yourself, you need only ask. Start today and we'll even throw in some complimentary cards to help you on your way. You can face off against a single opponent at any time, or if you crave an even greater test of your skills, take part in one of our regular tourneys. And believe me when I tell you, there's no feeling quite like standing triumphant on the battlefield after vanquishing all comers. You really should try it. A minute to learn, a lifetime to master. That's Triple Triad. But I'm getting carried away. You have a tour to finish. Wonder Square is your next destination. Not that there's any hurry, of course. If you'd like to play a hand or two before you go, you need but say the word. What I will probably do is finish up the tour, and maybe at some other time, if we find ourselves in the Gold Saucer again, complete all of these other quests introducing the various side games. For now, I'll be happy to just get all of the Ethernet points and call it there. Before we continue though, the mini cacpot is something I try to do every time I'm here. Welcome, welcome, fair traveler. Care to test your luck with a mini cacpot ticket? Splendid, miss. Now allow me to explain. Mini cacpot is a game of chance, available to you twice every day. Playing is simplicity itself. Just guess the value of the covered numbers to win it big. If Nemia's grace is with you, you'll be rewarded with Manderville Gold Saucer points galore. So, miss, do you feel lucky? 3 tickets a day. The rules are quite simple. Drawing number 4029. Mini Cactbot rules are simple. First, you select 3 numbers from the 8 hidden on your ticket. Next, you select one of 8 lines, vertical, horizontal, or diagonal. As you can see on the right, different combinations of numbers, their sums, net out greatly different rewards, with 1, 2, 3, summing up to 6, being the highest reward you can get. There are probably some statistics involved in what you uncover and what would best get you whatever reward you're trying to get. But I'm pretty sure the only way to play this if you don't want to go insane is to only go for 1, 2, 3. And if you confirm that 1, 2, 3 isn't available, go for something like 9, 8, 7, if that is possible. Otherwise, there's really no reason in worrying about it since the other rewards are pretty small. Based on this, there's no way to get 1, 2, 3. But we might get a 9, 8, 7 in the bottom row. Once you've selected a line, all the numbers are uncovered with a sum of 3, and the line you chose determining your MGP payout. It's that easy. Not a very big reward, but we'll see if we get anything else. We can either get a 1, 2, 3, nor a 9, 8, 7. Perhaps this will be something. It wasn't. There is no 1, 2, 3 or 9, 8, 7, but this would give us 22, which isn't very much at all. I suppose we'll just pick one. Well, that wasn't very good. Maybe we'll get some more MGP somewhere else in the building. You look lost, honey. Why don't I show you around? It'll be nice to talk to a woman for a change. Feast your eyes on Wonder Square. From gripping games and awe-inspiring attractions to the finest in fine dining and the freshest of refreshments, there's no end to the wonders housed within these walls. And let's not forget the most wondrous of them all, El Colosso, as we lovingly call our Mammoth Cactar mascot, is the star of some of our most popular events. Suffice it to say, you won't want to miss them. Now, I know what you're thinking. With everything going on at the Gold Saucer, how can I ever hope to keep up? But you needn't worry. My fellow gatekeepers and I will always be on hand to see that you don't miss a thing. For the continuation of your tour, I've been instructed to direct you into the waiting arms of my colleague, Belida, at the Cactbot board. She's one of our most popular girls, and once you meet her, I'm sure you'll understand why. Well, ta-ta for now. It seems there is an event going on right now. Before we miss out on that, we'll see if we can make it. I didn't want to risk missing the event reading that, but he did mention we're going to face off with Yojimbo. Seems like we only have one other player with us. This is a much nicer sight to take in when there are many people on stage. Let's see how long we can survive. I don't know if there's any way to keep track of that. We might just have to guess. We'll see who wins, Tsukasa. Komori is pissed. Well, we'll see how well Tsukasa does. Well done. Well, that's that. We can continue on our tour, I suppose. And we're in the right area for it. I suppose we did make out with a moderate sum of MGP. Ah, there you are, my darling. I've been waiting for you. I'm Veleda, and I'd like to personally welcome you to the event square. The most spacious of all the arena areas in the Gold Saucer, Event Square is a veritable cornucopia of pleasure and delight. Doubtless, the sizable stage in the middle of the square has caught your eye. That is the scene of some of our most sensational attractions, so don't be shy about taking center stage. Komori is still pissed about that. And after the curtain has fallen, why not try changing your life forever? At the Jumbo Cackpot, all you need is a handful of MGP and a handful of dreams. Just choose 4 numbers and cast your hopes to the heavens. You never know just when Nehemiah will smile down upon you. Now, as much as I've enjoyed getting to know you, I'm afraid it's time for us to part. The next and final leg of your tour takes you to the round square. Don't think too hard about the name, my darling. Even I'm not sure it's supposed to make sense. Welcome to the Jumbo Cacpot, where the Eorzea of your dreams is only 4 digits away. Can I tempt you with a ticket, miss? Excellent. Let me enlighten you as to how it all works. First, you purchase a Jumbo Cacpot ticket from me. Then you pick your 4 lucky numbers, any from 0 to 9 that tickle your fancy, and inscribe them upon your ticket. After that, simply wait till we announce the winning numbers to see if you have any matches. Check your digits from last to first. The more matches you have, the more Manderful gold saucer points you'll win. If all your numbers match, then ding ding ding, you've hit the Cacpot. You'll receive an embarrassingly large number of MGP, and an extravagant prize besides. And with the Jumbo Cacpot, the more participants there are, the grander the prizes become. Just imagine how many MGP you'll stand to win if all your friends and allies join in the fun. When the Cacpot comes to draw the winning number, look no further than the lovely Cacpot cashier. She'll provide you with everything from first prize to consolation points. Last but not least, I will be here to assist you day or night if you are ever at a loss. Drawings occur on Saturday. It seems like we got some MGP for that. Welcome to drawing 574. And knowing the rules already, I just go with random usually. I also try to oh. What are we trying to say here? Yes, as she says, if the last digit matches, you win 4th prize, last 2 match, 3rd prize, last 3 is 2nd prize, and all numbers is the grand prize. So because of that rule, I try to make sure that the 3 random tickets that I choose are all at least a different number in the last slot. This doesn't really increase your chances of winning or anything like that, just increases your chance of getting a 4th prize. Well, now all you have to do is wait until we announce the winning number. Why not join us here at the Cacpot board for the drawing? While it happens that Saturday, there is a bonus that you get for coming when the Cacpot is officially drawn. You can do it anytime during the weekend, but I believe for an hour or so after it happens, there's the bonus, primarily to have people gather around here as a kind of social event. Seems the payout is currently decent, but I'm probably in a more populated server. It'll always be at level 7, the highest payout. Seems there have been some players, not too long ago, that got the grand prize. There is an internet that we forgot over here. I think we can take some time to at least try out one of these games. Komori probably imagines that these games are childish and stupid, but because of that, she also thinks that she'll conquer them with ease. I don't know how to play this. How embarrassing. Did I do that wrong? I suppose we need to line it up directly over, so it's overlapping? Not quite. We'll go for a large item. Alright, then we'll try to be more directly over it. I guess we were off center in the X direction. Then that's what we have to do every time. Probably line up the space beneath the Moogle with the center of the sphere. That's probably not going to grab it. Even if the Y direction was correct, I think the X direction was wrong. Komori refuses to give up until she gets the good prize. Komori disagrees with that one. Perhaps the space directly beneath the Moogle, or the Moogle's belly. I think I'll probably never play that game again. I believe this one is a little bit more easy to understand whether you're failing or succeeding. Let's go for a brutal. I have to admit I'm not very good at the timing. As you can probably tell already, the minigames here are, in no way, an efficient means of gathering MGP. I realize how much runtime I'm wasting here. But a part of me just can't give up until we see what happens to Gilgamesh when we hit a brutal swing. No real reaction from the doll here. I believe I forgot a Ethernet over here. Are you the first-time visitor I was told to expect? 1,000 welcomes to the gold saucer, and 1,000 welcomes to the round square. How can a square be round, you ask? I'm not sure I understand the question. Moving on to more important matters. Is that lofty peak not a sight to behold? That is Mount Corel, the main attraction here at the round square. One of our most thrilling events pit our customers against each other in a challenge to see who can most swiftly scale its heights. I tell you, the view from the summit is a sight to behold. And that concludes your tour of the gold saucer. Well, I'm sure you're eager to start enjoying yourself. Pray do not forget to return to the main counter and claim your complimentary gift. I suppose this square is the least busy out of all the wings of the gold saucer, but it does lead into one of the more enjoyable minigames right through this door, the platforming challenges. Unfortunately, those happen on a timer, so I'm not sure when it'll next crop up. What am I missing? Ah, the upper levels. Beyond this door lie Chocobo Square and the Minion Square, homes to the heart-pounding, hair-raising spectacles that are Chocobo Racing and Lord of Verminion. I've never actually played Lord of Verminion or Chocobo Racing on my main character. All I know is that Chocobo Racing isn't actually riding around on a chocobo like in other Final Fantasy games. It's more like horse betting, as I understand. Welcome back, honored guest. I trust that you've come away from the tour with a greater appreciation for all the gold saucer has to offer. As a token of our appreciation for your patronage, it is my great pleasure to offer you a complimentary gift from the personal vaults of our esteemed proprietor. Well, knock me down with a chocobo's tail feather. Is that a new customer I see? Aha! I could hardly have picked a better time to drop in for an impromptu inspection. Master Roland? Yes, this lady here has but this moment completed her introductory tour. Is that so? Well then allow me to personally welcome you to the Gold Saucer. I am Roland, good madam, the fellow entrusted with overseeing the daily affairs of this fine establishment, on behalf of our esteemed proprietor, a great man if there ever was one. You are an adventurer, yes? Your dress and bearing told me as much. I dare say, then, that on your travels you have seen firsthand the difficulties which yet plague our nation. Witnessed the struggles of Alamigo's displaced masses, and those whose homes were consumed by the fires of the calamity. The Sultanate is not unsympathetic to their plight, of course, yet how can one begin to provide succor to such countless multitudes? One man had an answer. Godbert Manderville had a dream of a house of untold wonders that would provide stable employment and lodgings to the displaced, mirth and merriment to the disconsolate, and prosperity and plenty to the Sultanate at large. To many of our patrons, the Gold Saucer is merely Eorzea's foremost entertainment venue, a place to forget about their cares for the day. To me, it is one of the founding stones upon which our realm will be rebuilt. A miracle, wrought by the hand of the greatest man I have ever known. Something tells me you understand that which I have told you, that you, perchance, share a similar dream. But I shall keep you no longer. The Gold Saucer and all its wonders await you, friend. Pray enjoy them to your heart's content. Till we meet again, may the spinner's pull be ever kind. And with that, our long quest of the introduction to the Gold Saucer comes to a close. I really dragged it out, but now's the time to take a break.